I'm good. I'm very good.
First of all, I wanted to say congrats on the callback on The Voice. I
Oh,
saw your
thank you so
TikTok,
much. I really
and
appreciate it. Thank
and
you.
I want to wish you the best of luck in your journey regarding The Voice.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Biggest surprise present. I don't know what you call it ever. Yeah, it was such a shock.
I saw your TikTok, and I sat and waited for you to actually say what happened, and I was like, yes.
I know. Oh my gosh. No, I made that TikTok, funny enough, because I wanted to kind of say at the end like, "Oh, I got rejected, but it's okay." I was anticipating that I was gonna say that, and then it didn't, and that's why right before it said I got called back, I said just waiting for my rejection because I literally thought I was gonna get rejected. That's crazy.
So what made you decide to audition? Like,
Yeah, so I've auditioned 3 years in a row. I've auditioned 2017 when I was 14 years old, 26, not 20, I missed a year, 2015, no, oops, 20, oh, 2017, 2018, 2019. I missed 2020 because it was virtual and I was like, I'll wait till next year. But obviously next year never came. We're still virtual. We're still in the pandemic.
yeah,
So I decided why not? And it was a different format, obviously. You go log in and do whatever, and the camera automatically starts filming you for a minute and 30 seconds. And I guess you start singing at that time. And if you don't finish the minute and 30 seconds, it'll just cut you off automatically and send it off. And I thought I did fine in the audition. I don't think I did, terribly, but I said, you know what, this isn't, it's fine. I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna pick a song 30 seconds before, and then boom. It's crazy.
So, so what's the? We don't have like The Voice here, so I don't know what the next stage is. But do you wait for them to, reach out again, and do you perform for them again?
Yeah, so well, this is an open call audition. So everybody, anybody can audition. It's totally free. Just and you send in a video. Typically, you go in person. If we weren't in a pandemic, you would go to a big place, the set thousands and thousands and thousands of people audition. And yeah, and then there's rooms that are 15 people, and they send people out and they bring people back in. It's a whole process. So this was round one. This is that. The callback is for the producers of the show. So this is basically kind of giving them an idea if you're eligible to go out to LA. Then after this round, they'll fly you out to LA for more callbacks. But it's kind of like a show. I mean, yes, it's a competition, but I mean, in reality, it's not the it most likely isn't completely real. It's not like you walk into the studio and do the and perform in front of the celebrity judges. No, there's a whole process before that, and
Yeah.
people sometimes overlook it. But I mean, we know who knows what happens. I'm just happy I'm there.
Well, it's a big thing. Like, it's something big, especially during times like this. Having something so big happen to you, it's such a positive impact in your life. Like, we have everything else going on, and having something so wonderful happen, it just gives you like the positivity you're lacking because of everything right now.
100%, 100%. Yeah, totally. It's so nice to have something, like to look forward to, something
Yeah.
keep some good news. It's always amazing.
So, I would like for you to tell us a few things about yourself. Like, was were art something that you've always wanted to do growing up, or were you headed into a different direction? Like, some people want to be firefighters or go to the police.
Exactly.
Was
Yeah, so I always obviously I wanted to be a firefighter. I was like, I'm gonna be a firefighter. I watched a movie once. I'm gonna go into that path and it's gonna be no problem. Later, I think I developed more into gymnastics and martial arts, and I was getting competitive in those areas. But then I decided music was kind of the path to go after I saw my first musical theater performance, which was Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and I kind of fell in love with it. And then ever since then, I joined a choir at the age of 7. I started piano actually at that exact same age. And then from then on, I kind of gradually progressed singing and I started implementing more arts into my life. So I had piano choir, and then I did summer camps, and then I did competitive summer camps, and then I did voice lessons, and I did band. I just incorporated arts gradually into my life, where it ended up taking mostly every my martial arts and gymnastics over. So it kind of was a gradual process, but I would say it started around the age of 7.
That's amazing. I think that music and the arts in general are like something that every child needs to have in their life, whether you actually
Totally.
pursue this career or not. I think they are good for your soul and you in general. So it's wonderful. So from what I've seen on your TikTok, you make videos about musicals or TV shows, and you're like guest a song,
Yeah.
and those
Yeah.
are really really good. But I have a question: if you could be any character from a TV show or a movie or a musical,
Wow, that's
which
great.
one
I would
would you
say
be?
I'll answer probably all of them. If it was a movie or a book slash movie, it would definitely be Percy Jackson. Oof.
Oh
Like
yes.
life, I love that. It's amazing. A TV show. Oh my gosh, that is a great question. If anybody knows Avatar: The Last Airbender, my favorite show ever, it's a cartoon. I would be Zuko. Oof, great, great character. And if it was a musical, I would want to be Joseph from Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. That would be peak of my life.
Well, those are good. And as a Greek person, Percy Jackson has like a special place in my heart because it's based in mythology,
Yeah.
and I really love that. So, the next question that I have is, which is your favorite, all-time favorite musical? Whether it's like on TV or a live performance.
Mm. All-time favorite musical? I would say I love Company. It's not necessarily old time because it was made in the 1970s, so it doesn't really. I love She Loves Me. My Fair Lady is very good. Um, I like Mary Poppins is always a classic.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I can think of in the top off the top of my head, but I love those shows.
Do you like the most popular in a way, like the Evan Hansen or Mamma Mia or
I do,
um
yeah, I love those shows. Those are great shows. I absolutely love it. Dear Evan Hansen especially. I mean, there are some that I'm kind of, they're a little bit too poppy for my liking, but I mean, I love, yeah, like Dear Evan Hansen is so good. Hamilton is great. I love Mean Girls. Um, Les Mis, oof, that's my favorite show by far. Les
uh,
Mis is like the best show.
I have seen I think I have seen like a live stream of some of those because we don't actually have them here, and we're able only to watch them online. And
Yeah.
some of the performances are amazing.
Oh my God, they're out. It's outstanding. The vocal caliber of each actor is like off the charts.
So if you had the chance to work with someone uh, on a show or a movie or in a musical, whether they're alive or not, which one would you pick?
Ooh, that is a great question. I mean, I absolutely love Ben Platt. Just his art. He's so overall talented that he would know if I wanted to go into, theater, if I wanted to go into being a recording artist, he would know exactly my headspace. He's so versatile and so in all aspects. Oh, maybe another person I would like to work with would be, oh, that's actually a really, really great question. I'll have to get back to you on that one. But Ben Platt is, yeah, probably
Yeah, his talent is insane. Like
100%.
whether it's like in the TV shows that he's part of, and you see his acting, or like
Yeah.
in the musicals and theater, you see his performance and his voice. He's just out of this
Yeah,
world.
he's out of this world, great at everything. He's amazing, perfect.
So yeah, I'll wait for another actor or actress if you think of someone. Uh,
Exactly,
but
yeah.
but the next question that I have is like, obviously you're pursuing your singing career with the voice. What other goals do you have, like not only career-wise but personal? goals?
Personal, this I think is a mix of the two, but I would love to write more music, kind of roll with a song idea. I feel like I have so many things jotted down in my notebook that I love lyrics, but then I always kind of scrap them because I'm like, this isn't gonna go anywhere. It's not worth it to go, putting so much energy into this when I could be putting energy into so much else. So that would be a personal goal for me. I would love to put more covers out there on my Instagram because it's so, TikTok is so accessible. You pick up your phone and then film a video and then it gets, some quantity of views. In Instagram, you have to put effort. I edit the vocals like crazy and I do every vocal individually. Every 4 seconds of the song, I re-record and re-record and re-record. And I mean, I think that's something I would want to work on. I would kind of just more dedication into my covers rather than just TikTok because I'm not just TikTok. I'm also other things. So that
Yeah,
would be my personal.
I saw your latest cover on TikTok of not on TikTok, on Instagram I saw it, but I also saw it on TikTok, I think, of driver's
Yes.
license.
Oh yes. Did you? Thank you so much. I was so happy. I haven't recorded a cover in so long, so I was like, oh, I finally have time to do it.
Yeah, it's such a good song. Like I have been obsessed with it ever since it came out, but it's always wonderful to like see people record it and show it in their own version and using their own voice. And I really liked your cover, and
Thank you so much. That really means a lot. That really
it,
does.
it it really showed that you put a lot of effort in it. So that's awesome, and I can't wait to see more of what you put out there.
Thank
But
you.
speaking of TikTok, what made you decide to actually, sign up and start doing those things that you
Yeah.
do?
Yeah. I would say, let's see. I started in February and I just did it because everybody created a TikTok. Why not? I made these stupid videos. And then I did one. I saw there was a challenge actually, that was very popular. It's like name three things in 5 seconds.
Oh yeah,
Five, four, three, two, one, whatever. And it was in February. And then I kind of created something like that. And I did that to the Victoria songs. And one thing I kind of tell everybody, like in social, like that my biggest advice in social media would be relatability and nostalgia. People love relatability if they can relate to it. And people like nostalgia. And that's kind of what Victorious is, the show. That kind of like encapsulated a lot of our childhood. So I decided to kind of do that, except finish the lyric to like 5 or 6 of the songs from the show. And then that one blew up, ended up getting millions of views. And I was like, okay, maybe I can kind of continue to roll with this. And so I did that for Disney shows and I did that for childhood TV shows. And I did that then I started to move to artists, like finish the lyric to these Ariana Grande songs, Billie Eilish songs. And it
yeah,
kind of grew into something. And the next thing you know, I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool.
yeah. I think I saw one of your videos on my For You where it said finish the lyric to those Victoria songs, and I actually did a duet on that one, and then that's how I found you. Like you were my For You page, and I went to your
Wait,
profile.
really? Oh my God, I love that. That's awesome.
And I
That's so
really was
cool.
a big fan of Victorious, and I really like Disney shows. So I thought it was fun, but then I saw you started doing that with artists as well. And I think that's a really creative concept to do on TikTok. Like people have favorite songs and they listen to artists, so it's a challenge for them to actually, try to think of the
Right.
lyrics on the spot and finish the lyric.
Exactly. Totally. Yeah, I mean, but I mean, it seems such a simple concept. Like if you just think about it, it's like you finish the lyric. Why not? Everybody knows these songs, but not that many people do it. I mean, obviously I've seen it occasionally, but nobody really, really does it. And I was kind of shocked. So I rolled with that concept. And I mean, I didn't want to copy anybody. I didn't want to go into TikTok copying anybody else because I mean, I wouldn't want anybody to copy me or anything. But I mean, like it was, but then I just kind of rolled with that idea and then it worked out.
Yeah, it's going really well. Like from what I've seen, from what I'm seeing at least. I don't know if it's
Thank
working
you.
for you, but
It's
for
working,
someone,
I guess.
um, what is your biggest goal? Like, what would you like to achieve in like the next 10 years in your career, but also in your personal life as a person? What would you like to?
Yeah, I mean, 100% like anybody, I would want to find, my what my passion is I know 100% it's music, but is it musical theater? Is it recording arts? Is it being an independent artist, or is it being part of the marketing team of a record label? I mean, I think I find strengths of myself within that area. Obviously not math. I know I've ruled out like math and chemistry. That does not work for my brain. But I see myself as a marketer, but then I also see myself as an artist. And I don't know, I'm still trying, but I know in the coming years that I'll eventually find that middle ground, and I'll know exactly where my mind is headed. So that's what I would like to do in the next 10 years. And then, I mean, I'm not going to rule out anything, but if I would want to be successful, whatever that means, in that aspect. And to me, that means, I can do it while being financially stable, and I
Yeah,
can do it with liberty, and I can pursue it and still have, not the burden of the economic aspects of it.
yeah, I think it's important because many people, when they are told that you want to focus on arts, or like even YouTube or Instagram or those kind of things, they are kind of
Right.
judgmental towards you.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. No, 100%.
Like, I think that considering that even like in YouTube or on Instagram, when you do it as a full-time job, you pay taxes like everyone else. I think that shows that it's an actual job and it should be valued the same way the others are.
No, yeah, I completely agree with that. People put so much effort into YouTube videos, and sometimes, I mean, yeah, you can make a pretty decent career if you get like, 100,000 subscribers or something like that. But just to get to that point is challenging, especially on YouTube. TikTok, maybe not as much, but YouTube, oof, like I can't
No, I,
imagine.
I think TikTok can be challenged too, because you see many creators that put a lot of effort in their content and they are struggling to get something that blows them up. And you see people that put minimum amount of effort and you see them blow up overnight and you're like, what am I doing wrong?
Exactly. No, 100. Yeah, I see that all the time. And yeah, and I mean, a lot of it is aesthetic. A lot of people like aesthetic stuff, but then some people really do put in effort. And yeah, I mean, a lot of the time it does kind of, and if it's really good, it ends up getting some justice and gets, 30,000 likes, 100,000 likes. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely like to see creativity. I wouldn't want to say creativity, but like the arts a little, raised a little bit more.
Yeah, because I don't think that, like, okay, challenges and trends and dancing on TikTok are like going viral, but some people like do challenges that are less popular, or they make these awesome edits right now with characters from TV shows or movies where you're like part of the scene and they take the time to edit
Oh,
themselves,
yeah,
and
I love
that's amazing. Like, that deserves all the hype. But also people might take trends and put their own take on it and make it more unique, and they don't get the same hype because people expect the trend to be exactly as they have it in their heads.
No, exactly. I mean, yeah, I think but then I think, yeah, I think it's the fault of the algorithm as well, I mean, if it's not the most popular trend, then they're not gonna like boost it up because it's not gonna end up on more people more people's For You page. Or sometimes there's a standard and maybe the algorithm only wants people to meet that standard, which is kind of annoying, but
Yeah, I don't know.
problems with social media.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really paid too much attention on TikTok or Instagram. I've only focused on YouTube. And
Yeah,
to be honest, I have no idea how the algorithm works. Like,
me neither.
I have been trying to figure out what needs to be done to actually, get good results. But I have no idea because each person says a different thing and it's confusing in the end.
Yeah, no, totally, totally, totally. I mean, especially YouTube, I don't know how it gets on people suggested, or when you open the YouTube, it's a mystery to me.
Yeah, because people say you have to have the thumbnail, you have to have the title, and you do all that, and you're still like.
Exactly.
So, which social media are you mostly gonna focus on? Like, you told me Instagram, and I'm guessing YouTube as well.
I mean, I focused. I mean, it appears that I'm mostly focused on Instagram, but I mean, not Instagram, TikTok. but I kind of want to move towards Instagram a little bit because I think the followers in TikTok, I mean, I think no doubt they're real, but they're much more easy to obtain. So you get a ton of followers that are real, but they're not as loyal, if that makes sense. They don't participate in your videos, or not even that. They don't like your videos. Their videos don't necessarily come up on your stream. It's kind of, yes, I mean, they're real people, but it just doesn't, they just don't like it, or TikTok just doesn't put them on that on their stream. In Instagram, on the other hand, it's kind of like the followers equals more, somebody that really cares about, I guess, you as a person. So I that's why I would probably want to move towards Instagram a little bit more.
Well, I personally wish you the best of luck, like with your
Thank you so
music
much.
and with your audition and the outcome. But even despite the result, I know you're gonna do amazing things moving forward because you're passionate about it, and that shows. So, despite the result of The Voice, I think you're gonna do great things in the industry.
Thank you so much. That really does mean a lot. Thank you. And also thank you for this interview. This was amazing. Seriously.
Thank you for agreeing to sit down with me.
Oh my gosh, of course.
And 1 second, I'm gonna ask you another question for another video that I'm doing. I think I've told you about it. I'm doing a video about animal adoptions from shelters or strays, taking them in. And I'm gathering opinions of people about what's their take on adoption. Like I'm for adoption. Like I encourage people to adopt and take in animals. And I want to hear your opinion about it.
I mean, yeah, I think there are so many people. There's not so many people. I think there are so many dogs or dog or whatever animal. There's I think there's an overpopulation of dogs, cats, whatever, I guess, domestic pet. And a lot of them are end up getting sent to shelters and pounds, which is, I mean, it's nice that they're not automatically, executed because that nobody buys them. But it's so unnecessary that we have so many nice, amazing domestic pets in these shelters, and breeders just keep breeding and breeding when we have so many sweet, experienced dogs and cats and whatever animal in these shelters. So I think people, and obviously I'm one to talk. I literally have a dog that was, that was bred or something. But I now that I kind of see it, yeah, I think there should be more adoption focused towards shelters so we can, kind of get all those, and I keep saying dogs, sorry, animals out of the way.
Yeah, it's fine. For some reason, dogs are the first thing that come to mind because most people, when they talk about adoption, they showcase dogs in shelters, but they're not the only animals out there. So
Right.
But yeah, I'm doing another video about adoption, and all the profits will be donated to buying food for the strays or helping with medical bills. And I want to gather a bunch of people to talk about this topic and, get the word out there more.
Oh, I love that. That's perfect. That's amazing. I like that.
Yeah, I think it's important because even during those times, we're not the only ones affected. Like they are affected as well, because people don't make the money they used to, and they don't have a job, so they can't really afford to spend money to help the strays. So now it's time to, come together and do as much as we can. So
I love that.
yeah, I really love animals. For some reason, I believe, and I will always believe, that they are much better than people, because
I agree.
their intentions are very pure, and that their love towards you is real without wanting something in return. And you can't have that for sure with a person. So
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think they don't have bad intentions. They don't have greed. It's just
love.
pure love. Yeah.
So what's your schedule for the day? Do you have any plans?
A good question. Nothing really. Just gonna hang out at the house, finish up some assignments.
Okay. Well, thank you for doing this once more. It was really lovely meeting you and chatting with you. And
Thank you so much.
I wish you the best of luck in whatever you decide to do.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Christy. Thank you. I'll see you
Bye, take
soon.
care.
Thank you.